Happening now, the town of Carroll supervisor is searching for missing money from the town's pool program. Bail has been denied for 2 men who were allegedly caught with 2 pounds of meth.
I'm Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. A big change is on the way tonight. I mean, we're talking cold, snow, and possible lake effect. Oh boy, we'll talk about it coming up.
We were at Jamestown Community College last night watching some men's basketball. That's Score and the highlights next.
That's news now for Thursday, November 9th, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Justin Gould. Our top story, Town of Carroll supervisor Jack Jones says there's at least $10,000 unaccounted for following a probe of the swimming program. Jones, who's retiring at the end of the year, says they've contacted the state comptroller's office to conduct a full-scale audit.
That's all we've been trying to do from the beginning is just, the clerk's books have never been audited in 10 years. They've audited my books, they've audited the judicial books, they've never audited the clerk's books. And we just felt that with a new regime coming in, we felt that the books should be audited. The town clerk is the only one that handles the money. I've been here supervisor for 10 years, but on the board a total of 25 years here. I've never made a bank deposit, never handled any money.
Check out our full report at WNYNewsNow.com. 2 men who Jamestown police say were arrested with 2 pounds of meth on Monday remain in county lockup without bail. 26-year-old Ernest Claudy and 22-year-old Zachiel Fields both face second-degree criminal possession of a controlled substance charges part of the ongoing investigation. Both will appear in court at a later date. A Clarence doctor could be in a lot of trouble after receiving a hefty federal indictment, which included 144 counts of illegally distributing a controlled substance. 56-year-old Dr. Eugene Gost is accused of distributing controlled substances outside of his practice for illegitimate medical purposes, which resulted in 6 deaths. He also faces 3 counts of unlawfully distributing and dispensing controlled substances, including fentanyl, each resulting in the death of a patient. Most of the charges carry a mandatory minimum of 20 years in prison and a maximum of life. The U.S. Attorney's Office says Gossi will be arraigned next Tuesday at 2 p.m. And now we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin. Man, we have a lot of, well, I don't want to say awesome, but we have a lot of things going on tonight and tomorrow. First off, let's start off with the Lakewood Sky Vision camera. You can see some of the sunshine peeking through and some of the green color of the trees here. It's 45 in Lakewood with that dew point at 31. This camera is going to look a whole lot different come tonight and tomorrow. I've just got one word for you: snow. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Dakota. Doesn't sound good, but thank you. Well, for the 3rd year in a row, Toys R Us is opening its doors for 30 straight hours from Thanksgiving Day into Black Friday. The holiday sale is for most Toys R Us stores across the country. Opening on Thanksgiving Day has been a tradition for the chain since 2009. However, some stores choose not to open on Thanksgiving, rather preparing for Black Friday. They say that helps raise morale and focus on shopping. Shoppers are projected to spend more than $1 trillion this holiday season. Straight ahead, teens are busted after going on a graffiti spree. And later, Storm takes a look at today's Tech Bite. Stay with us.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Ellicott police say a Jamestown man originally thought to have a firearm actually carried numerous hypodermic needles on him. 37-year-old Ted Classer was reportedly inside the Mirage Salon without permission, and the salon reported Classer had a weapon. Police caught up with him, and they say he was walking east on Fairmount Avenue when they discovered those needles. He was remanded to county jail in lieu of bail for possession of a criminal hypodermic instrument. A quartet of Panama residents, including 3 teens, allegedly littered the property of a State Department of Transportation supervisor with garbage and then covered it with spray paint. New York State Police say 20-year-old Daniel Yoder was charged with making graffiti. Yoder was additionally charged with possession of graffiti instruments alongside the teens. All 4 were released with appearance tickets for a later court date. Well, it's not just physical exercise that keeps you strong. Mental fitness is also important. In today's Health Minute, Kim Hutcherson tells us how reading for pleasure can be good for your health.
Now, your First Defense Forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Well, happy Thursday, everybody. Let's take a look at First Defense Doppler to start off this weather segment. You're technically looking at the surface map. This is surface analysis. And you can see we're clear across western New York today. We have some of the filtered high clouds coming in here. But as I've been telling you all week, an Arctic front's going to come through Canada, plow through the Great Lakes, and drop our temperatures. This actually is part of the front that's going to come our way. You can see it's already throwing snow out in Michigan. So you can already see that. Now onto the graphic system, and I will give you what we're expecting here. So we want to give you the first defense on everything we are expecting for tonight and tomorrow. For tonight, the temperatures are going to drop like a rock. We are going to be in the we're going to be in the lower 40s. We're going to drop all the way down to the 20s, and that's going to be a sharp drop as well. When the temperatures drop, we are going to expect rain early on. That's going to change over to possible heavy snow. Because of the sharp drop in the temperatures, that could equate out to a flash freeze. And so we need to be careful with this, because with a flash freeze, that's technically slush that freezes when you get a burst of cold air going over it. So roadways definitely are probably more than likely going to be slick. So take it easy out there. Use your winter driving skills. And then also tonight, lake effect snow is going to set up with the front. And we do expect lake effect south and east of Lake Erie. And our average snow totals are going to be between 2 to 3 inches, and locally higher amounts where you see the lake effect. So we'll probably see about a good 4 or 5 inches out of this whole thing when it's all said and done. Wind chills tomorrow, we're talking lower teens for wind chills tomorrow. And tomorrow night, it's just going to get even worse with wind chills down in the single digits. So, oh man, it is going to be cold. But out there right now, the current temperatures at the airport locations at the airports, not too bad. 39 at J-Town, 46 in Dunkirk, 46 in Erie, 44 in Buffalo, 46 in the Falls, 32, you're at freezing down there in Olean, but of course you're down in the Allegheny River Valley, where it is going to be just a little bit colder out there. Now, currently out at the airport, as I said, it's 39. We got a wind chill of 34 with that south wind of 7, and some sunshine starting to peek through there at the JCC Skycam as well. Now, let's take you through this hour by hour with one of our computer models we have here in the Weather Center. And you can see there's a little green blob here. It tries to paint a few rain showers up north of Buffalo. Don't worry about that. It's not going to happen. This is the band of rain that's going to move in early tonight. Some of this could also be heavy at times. That could lead to some heavy rainfall. So we got to keep an eye out for this. The front is just behind it. You can see some of the snow. And then as the front comes through, it changes over to all snow. This purple color down here is is indicative of moderate to heavy rain, snowfall. And again, some of this could be heavy at times, and we're going to be possibly talking about thunder snow as well in some of the heavy bands. You can see more snow works in tonight. Now, this model only goes out so far, but this essentially goes out until early tomorrow morning, and you can see here another band of snow is going to be working in. What is not being picked up is the potential for lake effect. Again, computer models do not pick up on this kind of lake enhancement. So again, that's going to actually increase a lot of the snow totals that we're going to see across the area tonight. So again, it's going to be a pretty big mess out there. And north of here, we actually do have this wind advisory that is currently issued for Orleans, Niagara, Monroe counties, and then areas off to the east. And again, pretty gusty winds coming tonight and tomorrow. That goes until Friday morning at 6 o'clock. So, we're going to have wind. It's going to be cold. It's just going to be nasty. Your weather almanac for today. Your sunset comes up at 5:01 tonight. Sunrise at 7:01 tomorrow morning. Your record high for this date is 71, set in 2009. Not anywhere near that today. Record low is 10 in 1999. And also, one thing I forgot to mention when I was doing the other graphic here is we have a potential shot of breaking record low highs come Friday. And, oh boy, as I said, cold. Lake temperatures 54 off Buffalo on the Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario is 55 off the coast of Rochester. And I hit the wrong button. My apologies. There we go. Hit the right button. It actually advanced to the right graphic. Your first events forecast for today: mostly sunny skies, and it won't be as cool. Sunshine. It makes everything feel warmer. Southwest wind 7 to 16 miles an hour. You see, this is what happens when weather people sleep. When you get a good amount of sleep.
Good rest.
Yes, when you get sleep, you're a little nuts. For tonight, rain early, changes to snow showers. Some of the snow could be heavy at times. Possible thunder snow as well in some of the heaviest bands. Temperatures drop rapidly from the 40s down into the 20s. The wind picks up as well. Average low down to 20s. Some of the colder pockets will probably be colder than that. Look at the wind. Northwest 16 to 25, gusting around 30. That'll create blowing snow and definitely lower those feels like temperatures. And again, we're probably going to pick up about an inch or 2 inches of accumulation out of this tonight. And then for tomorrow, early snow showers continue with blowing snow with the wind still up early in the morning. The snow tapers off in the afternoon, becoming a partly cloudy day. Highs held down, way down with that Arctic front. Take a look at that high, 25. Average high this time of the year is 49. So that is going to be a sharp difference. And again, the actual record low maximum temperature for Jamestown is 30. And we hit that way back, and it's over 100 years old. We are not going to hit 30 tomorrow. We are more than likely going to bust this record of seeing the lowest high temperature for Friday. Northwest wind 15 to 22 with gusts still around 30 miles an hour at times, so it's still going to be pretty breezy. The weekend planning forecast, since it is Thursday, we're all looking ahead to the weekend. Better weather, I will say. Now on Saturday, partly sunny skies. It won't be as cold though, but it would still be way below average. We'll probably go for a high around 34. And then for Sunday, we've been given a chance for a wintry mix. The front starts to clear out Saturday night going into Sunday. That rebounds our temperatures back to about where they should be, into the mid to upper 40s. Beautiful shot of the new pedestrian bridges built down there on the River Rock. Thanks to Kyle Hills for sending in that picture. 7 days of your life here on planet Earth, and you can see next week we still have a chance for rain and snow showers with a high of 45 on Monday, 46 on Tuesday with plentiful sunshine, and we still have sunshine on Tuesday, but we still bring in a chance for a few rain or snow showers with that high of 48. Ryan will have sports right after the break, so please stay with us.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Sound Rhythm Studio of Jamestown, partnered with Chautauqua Audio Works, offering lessons in Fredonia and Jamestown. Chautauqua Audio Works, where interest-free financing is just a phone call away.
From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here is the latest. Jamestown Community College men's and women's basketball teams played a doubleheader last night against Mercyhurst Northeast. Well, the women cruised to victory 72-40, but the men played one right down to the wire. In fact, the men were down by 17 at the end of the first half, thanks to shots like that. Look at that kiss
off the glass after taking it coast to coast. That's Mercyhurst guard Trent Watson. JCC's comeback attempt falls short. They outscore Mercyhurst by 17 in the second half, but lose 77-73. UCLA basketball not making the kind of headlines they would like, and the season hasn't even started yet. 2-star freshman players were arrested in China, accused of shoplifting from a luxury store. Just days after touching down in Shanghai, 3 UCLA basketball players reportedly locked up. Those players, LiAngelo Ball, Cody Riley, and Jalen Hill, all arrested for allegedly shoplifting at a Louis Vuitton store next to the team's hotel. Coach Steve Alford said 3 freshmen will not play in this weekend season opener against Georgia Tech. Chinese police have reportedly ordered them to stay in the hotel while their teammates move on to Shanghai. Little NHL final minute between the Canadiens and the Las Vegas Golden Knights. James Neal comes down the middle, fires off a quick shot, and look at Charlie Lindgren make the big-time save to preserve the victory for the Canadiens, who beat Las Vegas 3-2. The New York Knicks in Orlando last night, no Kristaps Porzingis. That means the Knicks had to work a little bit harder. Evan Fournier down the lane, splits the defenders, and rams it home for the dunk. That would seal the deal. 112-99, the final score in that one. From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick. It all unfolds here.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Well, they tell us that NASA needs your help naming a new planet, and some changes are on the way to the Xbox. Our Storm Hartman has that and more in today's Tech Bite.
2 days ago was the official release of the Xbox One X from Microsoft, who claims they have built the most powerful gaming console on the market, and they aren't bluffing. Between the whopping 6 teraflop GPU for stunning graphics and an 8-core processor, this console really stacks up. But is it worth the price, which currently stands at $499? It is the most expensive gaming home console on the market, and unless you have a 4K TV, you aren't likely to be able to utilize the main focus of the system, graphics. NASA is looking for the public's help to give a new planet outside our solar system a nickname. In correlation with the SETI Institute, NASA will be piloting their New Horizons spacecraft over a planet currently known as 486958 2014 MU69. What a mouthful. If you would like to participate in the nicknaming of the planet, you can go to SETI Frontier's website at www.frontierworlds.org. They plan to release the name around January of 2018. And finally, a brief update on House of Cards. Netflix has announced that they have cut ties with actor Kevin Spacey, completely removing him from the 6th season, which has since been suspended. The question is, will the show replace him or just end the season? Some fans seem to want Kevin James to replace him on the show, this coming from a petition on change.org. For WNY News Now, I'm Storm Hartman.
Alrighty, Storm, thank you very much.
Well, I have one comment about the Xbox thing. Only 6 teraflops of GPU power. Come on, Microsoft, you can do better than that. Storm all the time tells me that Apple's behind stuff. Well, let me tell you what. Apple's had 6 teraflops in some of their high-end computers for a while. So Microsoft, yeah, Storm just yelled in my ear, where's the 4K at? Well, hey, the Mac Pro has 4K GPUs, so there.
I prefer gaming on a console.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like that experience of sitting on the couch with your potato chips, which is obviously
right. And it just spills all over your lap.
Right, and you're like, you're getting into it, you stand up, and the chips go all over, like in the commercials. Right. But ever since I did gaming on the computer, you have so much more control and power, even with the dinky computer that I use. Yeah, it's just better than like because I have a PS3. Like, I got a gaming computer a while back, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go to that instead of the PS4. And I might check out the Xbox. I might look into it.
Well, I'm not much of a gamer, although I've recently started getting into PC gaming, and I'm doing it the wrong way. I am gaming on a Mac, which is a huge no-no.
Right.
Every gamer knows you do not game on a Mac, but I'm a Mac guy. I don't have any Windows computers, at home. So, if I want a game, that's it. So, and quite frankly, the Mac really doesn't game that bad. I mean, a lot of people think the Mac is a terrible platform for gaming. Not really.
Right.
I mean, some games perform better than others, but it all depends on your particular game and how old your Mac is.
Right.
So,
Speaking
and about
of
the NASA planet thing, I have a cool name for the planet. We should call it WNY News Now Planet.
You think so? That would be like
Yes.
the best.
We should call
publicity.
it. Yes, we would literally do the WNY News Now planet, and then we could have our own planet, so that way we can, say that we have our own planet.
Planet News Now.
Yes.
Speaking of your own planet, the weather forecast should be on a different planet today.
Yes. It is.
Not
It is
on-
definitely
not
a
on
forecast from
Earth.
another planet. Let's take a look at that 7-day one final time.
Look at this frigid.
And, I know.
no.
Here it is. Now tonight, that Arctic front starts plowing through the region.
Oh, don't say plowing. Please
It
don't.
drops our temperatures from the lower 40s tonight all the way down into the 20s. And again, with that sharp change in the temperatures and with the rain turning over to snow, it is not out of the question. We could see a flash freeze. And again, you need to take it extremely careful out there if you're going to be going today. If you're going to be going anywhere tonight, it is going to be dangerous out there with the potential snow that's going to freeze down at the ground. So you need to take it extremely careful. And then for tomorrow, we still have the snow early in the day. And take a look at that high temperature. Again, we could very well bust that record low high temperature of 30. We're not even going to see a number close to 30.
Right.
The temperatures really go nowhere. We're still stuck in the lower 20s. Maybe a few spots may hit the mid 20s. But
time out. Then there's 12?
Yes, that is the low temperature
Oh
for
my
Friday
gosh.
night. Now the record low for Friday night is 10. I still think we're going to be safe in that regard, but I would not be a bit surprised if we tie that record. And again, the valley's colder than that. We're probably going to see upper single digits in some of the valley locations. The wind chills definitely are going to be way down into the single digits. So it is just going to be frigid, cold, and raw. Saturday, the front starts to kind of pull away a little bit, but our temperatures start to rebound a little bit. But still, that is cold with a high of 34. Average high this time of the year is 49. Finally, by Sunday, that front starts to clear out of here. We start to get back to somewhat normal air for the beginning of next week.
I'll just keep looking towards those 40s, Dakota.
I know.
Yeah, it's
I'm sorry.
really sad. Like, he was my friend.
Oh,
Not anymore. Stay warm, folks. That's News Now for today. Be sure to join us tomorrow in our parkas and coats and heaters. In the meantime, be sure to stick with us at WNYNewsNow.com. Our coverage comes first. Stay warm.
See you tomorrow.
Stay warm.